What's up, party people? You had another edition of Set Apart Podcast. My name is Ren. I am one of your hosts, and that is the Immaculate Dee. Dee, say what's up to the people.
What's up to the people? I'm immaculate today. Well, welcome to another episode. And this week, I'm going to break the ice, if you will. And I have a question for my co-host and for you as a viewer. You can type it in the comments. This is one of those, as they call it, unpopular opinion type questions. Oof. What is one thing that might be popular but never fails to make you cringe or annoys you? What's one thing that never fails to make you cringe or annoy you, but it's probably popular to most people?
I got a list. I'm going to rattle off. I can't give you one. I got to give you five. Dang, here we go. Okay. Rattle them off right away. I've been thinking about this for a while. I got some ammo, all right? Number one, it's an unpopular opinion based on what's going on today. But when I grew up, Crocs was nurses' shoes. Like nurses wore Crocs. Like either nurse or some counties had them as jail shoes. So you was either a nurse and a healthcare provider or somebody who was incarcerated. Like it was either
or you work in the kitchen.
Or you work in the kitchen. But either way, it was like $10 for some dang on Crocs. Like I talked to so we got some teenagers at the church. They over here buying Crocs. Not only they buying Crocs, they buying the latest colors and they got little buttons that go on top of them and all this other stuff. And they spending like $80-$90. I'm like, bro, they fooled you. They fooled you. You'll never see me ever. I'm cool with y'all. Y'all good. Y'all do your thing, but you'll never see me with a pair of Crocs. Secondly, and this might be a culture thing. Avocado toast. I don't get it. I don't get it. I none of me gets it. Like I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm gonna move on from that. I have a good friend. His name is Eddie, and we talk about this all the time. Something that makes me cringe, and this is a food item again. Fettuccine Alfredo.
Makes you cringe?
It makes you cringe. I don't know if you notice about me and my dietary ways of life, but white sauces is just nasty to me. And so it's the white sauce, like looking at the white sauce. And then when you move it around and make that like mac
sound.
Oh, get out of here. Get behind me, Satan. I can't. No.
That's crazy. Ew. But I know I can hear that sound though.
I can hear it right there.
And it sounds like it's like always cold. It's never like
I can't deal with it. Like I can't deal. It's like no matter what you do, you could be the most popular. I mean, not popular. Sorry, you could be the most polite eater in the world. Like I'm talking about chew with your mouth closed. I'm talking about wipe every 2 seconds. You can be the most delicate, precise eater in the world, and you still smacking with fettuccine Alfredo. I still hear the smack. Anytime you open up to breathe, that's fettuccine Alfredo.
I don't even remember the last time I had some Alfredo, honestly.
I mean, I respect it. For the people who love it, I respect it. But at the same time, that is just something that literally to my bones core and cringe. So I'm just gonna give y'all 3 because I was so passionate about that. What about you, Didi? It got to be something that I'm just gonna trip on.
I don't know. Nobody ever talks about this, but it gets on my nerves. You ever been at like a sporting event?
Okay.
And it's like it's packed, so the energy in the crowd is like it's just fun to be there. You know, one of those where nobody ever sits down the whole time. Just super, just crazy. Yeah. And let's say your team is the home team. So, you know, it's already, everything is great.
Right.
And everybody you sit next to, y'all all rooting for the same team. Your team makes an excellent play, does something spectacular. This could be football. This could be baseball. It could be basketball. I do not want to high five my neighbor. I'm sorry.
Really?
No, I think that's really corny. I think that's weird. And usually the people that do it don't even know what just happened. They just are excited. And I don't want to give you a I don't want to give you a 10. I really
Really?
don't.
You're not double tapping it?
I don't like that. Why am I high fiving you? You did nothing. Why are we high fiving? Why?
That's hilarious. That's true.
And you
Okay.
and you could watch a game on TV. You just see people doing this.
Yeah, they getting it.
Stop.
They getting it. They getting it, boy. And you know it's crazy because like I've been to games that you end up like if it's a close game and your team is in favor, like you end up being best friends with the person next to you. Don't know
Y'all
their
be hugging
name.
and jumping.
Yeah, don't know their name. You done hug this dude. You done like he the closest thing. Like he all right. Like he got your stamp of approval. You don't know
Right.
nothing about this dude.
And it's always awkward for me as a woman because it's usually a man that is
Right.
like, oh, don't, why are you reaching out to me? I don't want to hug and jump like this with you.
That's real.
I'm like, oh.
That's real. That hand
I
to
got a
hand
drink in my
combat.
hand. I got a popcorn. I don't want to touch your hand, sir.
Especially, you know, something about hand to hand contact, and I'm gonna be so real, and I'm sorry for people who got this, but I have like I call these bear claws, first of all. But something that is crazy about my hand is that I don't really have too many, well, if at all, I don't have sweat glands in my palms. Like so my palms has never sweated. Like I don't understand the concept of sweaty palms. I don't understand it. But yet and
Now
still
that I
you
think
hold
about
people
it,
saying,
I don't know that I've.
yeah, like
It's always the
this
other
is
person.
sandpaper. You hear it now. Sandpaper is always
That's
like that.
ashiness.
Yeah. Like, your palms, look at that. These mugs glistening. But I never got that, and I never understood that. And so, like when other people's like when you touch somebody's hand and their palm is sweating, and it's crazy because I don't have a thing with sweat. Like I can be in the middle of a game, like competing, and I'll hug somebody that's sweaty and not care. But like when you touch your sweaty hand on my hand, miss me with it.
Woo! I
Miss
don't.
me with it. Miss me with it. I've been in relationships where I say like, "Hey, you gotta wipe. You gotta wipe. We've been holding hands. We walking down. You gotta wipe. You gotta wipe. You gotta wipe it on your pants. You gotta like. I don't know if you gotta fly like a bird real quick or something, but like, I can't deal with the sweaty palms. I can't. It's cute to walk down the street, couple goals, right? But nah, I can't. I can't.
He said a
I
couple
can't.
goes.
I can't do it. I can't do it,
Enough
fam.
for the gram, but that's it.
Enough. Exactly. Let's snap this photo real quick and get up out here. Come on. Let's do this. That's real. That was a good question though. What's the most controversial one though? Because I feel like the slapping hands to the side of you is cool. What is something that you know that people like? That you like? Hell no. To the now.
Okay. Speaking of relationships,
Okay.
everybody likes to pretend, they try to be creative and they're like, okay, instead of us going out, let's have a cooking date, right? Listen, as someone who likes to cook, get out my kitchen. I do not want you in my way.
Ooh.
It's different. I won't say too much, but it's different if it's you're not really trying to cook seriously. You just hanging out. But if I'm actually trying to cook, I need you to get out the way. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing cute about you reaching over me while I move. Okay.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
But if it's just messing around, it's like, oh, ha, we just food fight, whatever. But if we really trying to actually come out with a meal at the end of this,
right.
Okay, go sit down.
Yeah.
It'll be ready in a minute. I don't like. That's my zone. The kitchen is my zone, so I don't.
Yeah, that's real.
Get out my kitchen.
That's real. I can't like speaking of couples. We on the same thing. We don't keep going. I can't. I'm not gonna say can't. I have not had very much success with working out with your partner. I've not had much success because I'm intense. Not only am I intense, but like I firmly go in there expecting to spend X amount of time there. And if you try to speed me up, it's just gonna be frustrating. It's gonna be frustrating.
I can't say that I ever did that. Ever like worked out. Probably just played basketball, but not like gym, not like lift weights type stuff. Because I be wanting to talk too much.
Well, the hard part is this because, like, out there, you've seen social media, you see how it
Hmm.
is, and that like everybody wants to put accountability in couples, right? Like, oh, like they'll keep me accountable. He likes working out, so he gonna, like hold me to working out. And now, like, not like you think I can come up and talk to you like I talk to these other people? Do you think in the constitution of this relationship, I can come up and say, "Hey, you need to get yourself to the gym. You being lazy. Remember that discipline." Like, you think I can say those words to you without it
No,
reflecting
you better
or
not.
impacting? Exactly. You can't. You can't do these things. And so, like, I firmly have limits with things that I know that I can be unreasonable with. The gym and working out being one of them. I'm talking about all workouts. Like, even if it's a basketball workout, we just going to put up shots. Nope. I'm here to get work in. I'm here for a
Yeah.
reason. I'm not wasting my time. We lifting weights, same thing. We running, same thing. I don't care what we doing. We are not wasting our time. Do not come up here with I can't do it.
Yeah. I think when I went to, if it was like lifting weights, we were on two separate sides. It wasn't together. We just there at the same time.
Mhm.
Cause I ain't here for that. You ain't finna be nah.
Well, what about this though? What happens when one person finishes earlier than the other person and they just sitting over there waiting?
I don't know what that means. I never had that.
You never had that happen to
Uh-uh.
you? So, like, you lifting weights with a dude, y'all come there, y'all doing your own thing and stuff like that, but he end earlier than you, so he just over there sitting at the table and you still working out. You don't feel no type of
I
way
ne-
about that?
I don't know what that I don't know what that is because normally be like, all right, let's just put in an hour
Oh,
and we
okay.
just know be done. But that I don't know.
Okay. For
That would be
me,
kind
like,
of weird.
it is weird. Like, for me, if you like you just stop and you just over there sitting down, you ain't got to say nothing for me to be bothered. Like, bro, now I got her waiting. Like, I'm the one like holding up everything. She's just over there twiddling her thumbs. Like, it's just so much pressure, man. So
Yeah,
for
that's
you
when you got
guys,
to leave early. Sorry.
exactly. For you guys that do that gym stuff, that's cool. Please, I do have some ask, if you will. If you go to the gym with your significant other, please don't be kissing at the gym. Fam, y'all can do that somewhere else. Like, ain't
It's
no
so
ooh,
dirty in there.
good job, you hit a weight, give me a kiss. Nah, bro, you take that PDA somewhere else. This ain't what we here for. This ain't what we here for, and this ain't what you want. That's one thing. Please, that's one thing. And here's the thing too, and this is for guys and girls alike. If y'all are working out together, and this person, and not like you don't know, this person has bad form, or like that they like
Tape.
literally one more movement away from hurting themselves. Please don't let them put the weights down and you say good job, because it wasn't a good job. Fix it. What we here for?
They're not trying to lift. They just trying to be together.
That I can't, man. I
That's the
can't.
difference. Is if you trying to make it a date and trying to be creative, but you're not really somebody that works out like that. That's when the person be like, okay, I'm done, and they waiting on you because they not really. They just want to be around. They want to be
Yeah.
around you. They ain't really trying to. Because if you really
Nah.
lift weights, you know the basics of how you should not hold a weight.
Help her. Don't. She's destroying her spine. She destroying her spine. You over here talking about good job, babe. Ain't no good job. She about to be a
Woo!
paraplegic. Y'all tripping.
It's
Yeah,
when they be
tripping.
on the machines wrong. I'll be like, oh my god, it's so embarrassing. Secondhand
Baby.
embarrassment.
Second hair embarrassment for sure. I can't. That's nah. That stuff right
When they
there.
be on
That
the
get me.
lats like this, I'm like, how did you even grab that?
They over there doing
These
the
people.
because girls like to do the butt kicks, right? They'll put the thing on their ankle and they start kicking back. They start kicking back. But they over here like kicking back. It's supposed to be one motion. Lift your leg. Just lift your
Right.
leg. Stay in the same spot. Lift your leg. Stay in the same spot. Bro, they over there be trying to drop down to get your eagle on, girl. Like, why is your spine moving? Like, come on, like somebody help her out, please, because
Yeah, I don't be at the gym like that. I can't take it.
it's gym etiquette. I mean, but even this here's the question, and we ain't stepped into our topic today. What's up, guys? This is Ren from the Set Apart Podcast. Did you know you can interact with us and continue the conversation via our online forum? That's right. You can email us today at setapartpodcastteam@gmail.com, because this is not just a podcast, this is a movement. We're looking forward to hearing from you. So there's this idea that's been circling around, right? And for those of you who don't know, I'm going to break it down in this little acronym that the world has given. It's called FOMO. Okay. FOMO stands for fear of missing out. Now, just to give you guys a definition, it's when your friends, your significant other, your family, somebody close to you, you got a group, you got a nice, close relationship, and then they go somewhere and have fun without you. Mm-hmm. Be it because of your schedule, be it because of whatever your priorities or what your commitments is, whatever it is, you not there. And so FOMO, fear of missing out, would make you do stupid things. Maybe it'll have you rearrange your schedule to make you way more tired at the end of the day than you should have. Maybe it will have you cancel on other people, betraying your word because you don't want to miss this. It'll have you treating people bad. It'll have you messing up your priorities. It'll have all of this stuff, right? If you let FOMO creep in. Now, here's a conversation that we've had quite recently with a group of friends of mine, is it right? Dee, answer this. Is it right to say you are in a committed relationship, right? Y'all dating. It don't matter. It really don't matter at what point it is. It can be just starting, in the middle, or been there for a while. But is it right if your significant other says, hey, Dee, I know that you got these plans on Friday and you going to, it can be something like the basketball game. You going to the Aces game, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all going to I understand that and stuff like that, but I got to work. So do you mind not going to the Aces game on that Friday? And then, we'll figure some other time, maybe a couple months down the line or some other time to get to an Aces game. But I just don't want you to go without me. Is that even right to ask?
No. That's weird. I would hope that I know this person enough that wouldn't even, what? Because you got to work, I can't go.
That's the question. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so let me just make
crazy.
Sure I'm hearing you right. So in the constitution of a relationship, that's crazy to even ask, right?
Yeah, that's weird.
Okay, so let's go to a friendship. Let's say you got a really, really close friend. I'm talking about y'all thick as thieves, like blood couldn't bring y'all closer. Whatever happened, maybe it's something honorable. Maybe they got an obligation. Like, hey, I told this person that I'm going to do this on Friday night, so I'm going to do it. But you got a plan to go to. It don't even got to be as big as because with Aces games or with professional sports games, you got money invested. I understand that.
Yeah, I'm going.
What if it's like a farmer's market? It's the last night, or they do it every Friday night. You know what I mean? Farmer's market, they do every Friday night. You two are both really excited to do this. Like, it's something nice and chill. Like, you ain't going to spend $1,000. You're going to have a nice chill night. It happens every summer. You know what I mean? It's a Friday night. And she comes up and says, hey, Didi, I know that, you're going to the farmer's market. I just checked with those other plans. I can't rearrange them. I can't change them. Would you mind not going and just go with me like next week? Like, because I don't want you to go and have fun without me.
I would have considered it, except for that last part. I don't want you to go have fun without me is crazy. Because people who know me well, I have no shame in going to do something by myself. And then I'll come and then I'll go back and I'll go with you next weekend too. I'll go back. Yeah. But when you said, if the person said, hey, would you reconsider going with me next week? because I really want to go, but I just can't get out of this.
Mm-hmm.
If they stop right there, I might consider it.
Okay.
But since they said because I don't want you to have fun without me, you almost making me say, okay, well, I'm for real going. But
Okay.
because I'm the type of person that what they're neglecting is the plans that I made.
Yes. Yes.
So you had plans that you couldn't rearrange, but I made plans to go to this thing.
Mm-hmm.
So what about the rest of my night?
Yeah.
So hey, listen, I'll go and make a friend.
Yeah.
Don't push
And
me. Like,
I'm in this.
I'll
I'm in the
go.
same avenue. I'm in the same avenue.
Like, that's crazy. Like, because I don't want you to have fun without me. Well, what about the other 22 hours of the day that I'm without you? Like, I can't do nothing. I can't brush my teeth without you. I can't enjoy a nice lunch because you wasn't there. You crazy.
Yeah. You crazy. You crazy. You
Yeah.
got to get
No.
out your mind. And so here's the thing too. I'm all like, man, I don't understand FOMO. Now, of course, I have places where I can't get to that I wish that I could be at. You know what I mean? Like, so for example, like usually I take a trip around August to Southern California. I go
Mhm.
try to get me a preseason game at SoFi Stadium, whether it's the Rams or the Chargers. Like that's my stuff. Like I would like to make that a yearly thing if I could. It's not gonna happen. But
Mhm.
here's the thing, that because of my schedule, it's not going to happen because of my schedule. And so here's the thing: if friends wanted to go and do that, I got a friend that's still planning on doing that. I'm like, go, man. I wish I could have it. I wish I could do it. Like, take some photos, tell me how it goes. Send a
Yeah.
postcard type thing. But for me to sit up here and say, because I don't think people understand this. When you ask somebody, and first of all, this is a crazy ask, like you said. When you ask somebody to not partake in something that brings joy, you're not, I guarantee that person is not taking into account that person's schedule and or stress level or whatever. You could just need a night out. Like, hey,
Yeah.
like
I
I
made
had
a
a really,
plan.
I made a plan. It's really stressful. This Friday night, I'm going to go to that farmer's market. I'm going to go to that game. I'm going to go to that outing or whatever because I need to have some fun. I
Yeah.
like, for my own mental health, I need to make it happen. But you're saying don't go because you can go.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm telling you, I'm the type I'd be like, I put things in place for me to be able to go. I'm going, but we can do something another time.
Mhm. I'd go both times.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
I won't not go.
Now, there's a concert coming to town that I'm very excited about.
Mhm.
The tickets went on sale like a month ago. The show ain't even till November.
Okay.
It's the reunion tour. Kirk Franklin, Ty Tribbett,
Okay.
Clark Sisters, Israel Houghton, who probably won't ever get on the same stage again
Right.
in my lifetime, all at the
Right.
same time. So I'm like, I sent the group text, hey, y'all want to go? Y'all down? Oh, I'm gonna have to see. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm gonna buy
Okay.
my ticket though. I'm gonna buy my ticket though
Okay.
because right now the good seats are in my price range that I'm willing to pay.
Right.
And I mean, y'all can still, see and check, but I'm gonna be there.
Mhm.
And I'm probably gonna sit next to somebody that's lit like me,
Right.
that got on like sneakers, not heels,
Yeah.
because we finna be like jumping up and down. Like, I'm not finna like, I'm gonna go. Now y'all can still come, but I'm gonna be there regardless, right?
Right.
But that's just how I am. Like, I love the group hangouts, but sometimes I just need to treat myself,
Yeah,
and I just
and
gotta
that's good.
go.
That's good. So let me ask you this, hopping back into it, right? Let's hop back into the aspects of a relationship, of a
Hmm.
romantic relationship.
Yes.
So you end up going to the thing that
Hmm.
that he has asked you not to go to because he couldn't go. You decline respectfully, like, hey, like, I appreciate what's going on. I'm actually, you say something comical. I think this is comical when people say, like, I respect your courage to even ask me that, but I'm still going. And so you go, you have a
Hmm.
great time. And now that person is what we like to call, I don't know if this is a derogatory term. I've been saying it for years. Y'all can call me out in the comments. I'm controversial. So he butthurt about you going. Like he mad, like he in his feelings. And so um he goes out and not he don't do nothing crazy, but he like oh if she don't want to wait for me, then I'm gonna go to her favorite food place, with the homies or something like that, or by myself, and I'm not even gonna tell her I'm going, and she's just gonna see pictures of it and see how she feel about that. Now it has graduated to a level of pettiness because of the FOMO. Where and then do you how do you judge that relationship now? Like, how do you what's
I don't know
going
if you're
on?
gonna like my answer.
Oh,
Because
I'm ready to not like it.
I honestly don't think I would be with somebody like that. I really can't see that happening because that is like high school to me.
Right.
Like, she didn't want me to go with her, so I'm gonna go somewhere she wanna go by myself to prove a point. I don't think that we were ever compatible. So
Right.
I feel like that's
Respectfully.
something that would come out early on because that I'm sorry, but that's
Yeah.
not manly to me. I'm
It
sorry.
it's so
I
not
feel
like
like because I'm the type of person that like this is how I put it. Save your mad for something that counts.
something that matters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
save your feelings for things that like I'm not finna do that with you. I'm probably gonna laugh at you and it's gonna make it worse
Yeah.
because I'm really gonna think you really playing.
Yeah.
Like you can't be serious right now.
You got to be joking. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think at that point, if it's a relationship that like, hey, you want to wait for me to go, I don't even think if we at that point already, if we're not married, first of all, I'll be out.
Yeah.
And so do you. Like, hey, this is what hey, you want to go to this? No, okay, well, I'm gonna go with the girls. No problem. It was not even a discussion. It's just the way of life.
Yeah.
Because like what am I supposed to do?
Mm-hmm. And
And
it's
if we
it's
married and you busy, I'm what am I I'm supposed to not go somewhere that we plan? That's a different
yeah,
conversation because if we plan the vacation and all of a sudden you can't go, okay, we'll rearrange it. But
yeah,
I
that's a
don't even
different
think that will
conversation.
come up. But
Yeah,
like,
that's a different conversation for sure. Yeah.
you didn't wait for me?
Yeah.
What?
It's so crazy because like as I'm talking to you, I can tell you multiple examples. I mean, I'll never put their name out there for sure,
Please don't.
um, but I can tell you multiple examples of grown people, both my age and older, that has this mindset towards FOMO, that has this mindset. And so to me, this is and you probably think it's a roundabout way to get to it, but to me, it screams lack of boundaries. Um, and the only reason why it screams lack of boundaries is because like we talked about prior in season one about how we can really mess up a good thing often, right?
Yes.
And so you can also be coming to like let's say you got a 9 to 5 job Monday through Friday, and what you didn't know is that you signed off unknowingly because of the history that you guys have of every time you have a day off, y'all gonna spend time every single time. And so it's not because you said anything. It's because you're excited about the relationship.
Sure.
And for the whole duration of the late relationship, let's say it's been 2 months, 3 months, that's what it's been. And so the weekend comes, that same scenario of uh maybe the concert start at 6 o'clock. Well, Didi, I don't get off until 9. Can you not go to that concert and we can just hang out at 9? Like, yeah, I mean, like
No,
that
we can
then
hang out at
becomes
9 after the concert.
exactly. But
I'll be back.
that then FOMO mixed with a lack of boundaries, saying like, hey, like I know we've been hanging out, we've been kicking it tough, like for a while now, and it's been cool. I've been having an excited time, but this ain't. It's a difference between me enjoying your time, us enjoying each other's time, and a mandatory service that you feel like needs to
Yeah,
happen.
obligated to my time. Yeah, I
Obligated.
think I think boundaries, yes, but I also think a level of insecurity, because I ain't gonna act like I've always been where I'm at right now. It wasn't so much a fear of missing out. It was more so a lack of trust.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I think sometimes it can be, I just don't know what you're doing when I'm not around.
Okay.
So I want to be around because then I know what's going on. Sometimes it could just be that we think too deep about relationships that aren't committed yet, like that.
Yeah.
And so we think that we have to own each other's time to prove we're committed when we're not. So like I want to know all the inside jokes too.
Yeah.
No, make your own.
Right.
It's okay. Like I want the freedom to be like, to pull up jokes from back in the day before I knew you. And then you see me and my friends giggling about something stupid and you don't know why. And I let you know what happened. Oh, okay, that's cool. So then you appreciate
Mm-hmm.
that I have a life outside of you.
Yeah.
And but I think sometimes we think too deep about relationships that are new because they're exciting. And so
Yeah.
we think that we can't know the person unless we're always with them. And that's not true, because let's say you work 6 days a week, but if you checking on me every day and we talking, it don't mean that every night got to be a 4 hour conversation
Yeah.
to prove that it's meaningful. Because as long as we know, we know. We ain't gotta like, it's not like a checklist or we're getting a midterm exam to see
Right.
we really for real. But like, I think sometimes people think that they have to gauge it based on what is expected.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, by 3 months in, we gotta be this deep, this far in.
Right.
Who said that?
Yeah.
If y'all know what y'all got, just be solid with what y'all got.
Yeah. We constantly let the outside world dictate our timelines for everything.
Yeah. Yeah. Or like, it's been 6 months and he ain't been to the crib yet for to see my dad.
Yeah.
Or oh, he met your dad in the first week. Oh my God.
Oh, he real, real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nah, he literally just was there at the same time.
Yeah.
it
Exactly.
wasn't it wasn't
Exactly.
like the talk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
it's just, I think we just put too much into stuff. And like you said earlier, we are really good at messing up a good thing because our the real fear is it's too good. What's coming around the corner that I want to catch before it catch me.
Right.
Let me stop something from going wrong before it starts. And that thing was never gonna happen.
Right.
That's the
Yeah.
fear.
That is it's but operating out of fear. I mean, that's a
Yeah.
response to hurt anyway. Like
Yeah.
that's a response to hurt.
So now that person, everything they do is trying to stop you from being scared and upset instead of just enjoying you as you are, as a healthy you.
Respect.
Now they like eggshells.
Yeah.
Now they like every time. Now this is what you do. This is the petty. That's all right. Go ahead. Go.
Mm-hmm.
Go. No, never mind. I'll say, no, no, you can go.
No,
I'll
no,
be
no,
all
no,
right.
no,
I'll
no,
be all right. No, I'm gonna stay. I'm gonna say, let me call. No, don't call him. Don't call him. Because then they're gonna think I'm, but you are.
no. Mm-hmm. But you
No, no,
are.
no.
But you
Yeah.
are.
And then it's a
Yeah.
whole nother fight. But then let's say he goes out because you pushed him out the door. You either the crazy one that's gonna text him, so you're just gonna leave like that,
Right.
or he can't enjoy himself, so he taking his phone while he with the guys the whole time, and he didn't even have fun anyway. So now he just gonna
Yeah.
stay out to just be like, I gotta prove my point. So now nobody's having fun.
Right.
It could have been 1 out of 2. Now it's 0 for 2.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. And turning dating into a battlefield. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
like why? You might
Why
as
is
well
this
be
a chess
single.
game? Why is this a chess game? Yeah. No, I asked you because I do know a lot of older people who still play those games. And so that brings us to there's so many conversations that goes around relationships and people in general. And so this is what I need to let you know that I just learned about. There is a population of women who, and we've talked about it before, who's very empowered, who is very
You said that with a little sting to it.
very empowered. They're very independent, if you will. They're very um, headstrong. They're very leadership oriented,
You're really being
kind of.
political right now.
Um,
Saying this very nicely.
these is very very nice,
Leadership
and
oriented is
leadership oriented, and they feel like, and so it's all that, and not to belittle or change the narrative of what this movement is, because I mean, who am I to change that? But they're very much so me too. If you can do it, I can too. It don't matter
yes.
what you want. If you can do it, I can too. You want to buy a house? I got it. Yeah, I can too. You want to buy nice cars? You got it. I can too. And so I think it started with a sense of strength that was very much so needed. But then it graduated into this movement we have today. And so I just want to show you something. All right. And then I'll preface it with kind of how we got to this point. Okay. So this right here, is a meme that came off the Shade Room, as you see, from Instagram, and the caption read, and I want to read it so I'm not messing up the context of what we talking about here. The context says, ladies, with all the independence, with all the stuff that's going on, and you can't answer, what's stopping you from doing this? Now, the question is there. Like, we got women talking about, like, oh, you could pay the bills, I can pay the bills too. You can go out and get a job, I get paid more than you. You can do this, I can do this too, and all this other stuff. But I very rarely in my life, in my eyes, in my parameters, and the people that I know, see this happening. So, first of all, what's your first thoughts towards something like this? Second of all, how did we get here? and third of all, if all of those things are true in a population of women today, what's keeping them from doing this?
Well, to answer your first question, it just looked like she begging. So no. I mean, where do I even begin?
Yeah.
So, okay. A few things. I'm going to try to stay focused, because first of all, the internet get on my nerves because this is a cartoon, which tells you it ain't as common as people think.
Right.
It does happen. I've never seen it in my real life. I've only ever seen it on the internet, personally. I I played a joke on someone before and did and it was hilarious because it was almost like the way he was moving around was like like he had a lizard going up his pant leg or something. It was so funny. And ain't no way in the world no. But it was it was a prank. But this is weird to me. It's foreign to me. Because me having the ability to do something doesn't mean I should do it.
Okay.
Okay, you could say I can make the money, I can buy the house, I can fly wherever I want to. Okay, congratulations. I don't want to.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not talking for every woman, but for me, I know the gifts and abilities and the things that I could do, but I cannot wait to not do.
Okay.
I cannot wait to not have to win bread.
Yeah, be
a breadwinner. I don't.
Sure.
Now I'm a contributor.
Let me pause you real quick, because for our audio people, I'm sorry that I didn't preface this. What we have right here is what appears to be a photo or a drawing, a rendering of a woman. She flawed out. She bad. She got her braids in. She got a nice dress on, and she is down on one knee proposing. What looks like proposing to this man in a suit. And so the question was ultimately, what's keeping ladies from doing all of this? Now, sorry, with that preface for our audio members, Dee, please continue.
I just don't understand. Okay, I'll put it like this. From the other point of view, the fact that a woman is doing this, I don't think we ever take into account what it does to the man. Because all it is saying is, I can do this, I can do that if I want to, if I want to, if I want to. But you forgetting about the partner in this matter. So if you on your knee in front of him, did you ever consider how he feels to have a woman in a nice dress on one knee in public asking for his hand in marriage? Nobody ever considers how that makes him feel. And some people might argue, well, he was taking too long, or he said that he wanted to. From the little bit I know about men, you can't make them do nothing they don't want to do.
Facts.
You really can't. And you can't stop them from doing something that they want to do. They could be as wrong as they've ever been. But if their mind is made up, they're going to see it through.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't like that because we want what we want. But we have to accept that if a man don't want something, there's nothing you can do that's going to change his mind. Yeah. There's nothing you can do that's going to speed him up. He has to know it in his mind. Otherwise, and let's just say, for argument's sake, he says, okay, sure, yes. If it ain't his decision, he don't have no ownership of the outcome. Does that make sense? Like if it's not his yes, he don't have to commit to. You asked him.
Yeah, you did.
You offered. Huh. So where's his ownership in it?
Yeah.
So now who is the leader of this relationship?
Who is? That's the question.
Now we don't like that word.
Oh no. We don't like for you to put one above the other. We don't like that.
We don't like that because I can do my own, I can do that. But then why do you want a man?
That's the
These
question.
are the things that are not popular because one would say, based on my age and demographic, that I shouldn't talk like that because that's old fashioned. It's not old fashioned. It just started a long time ago. Because not out of style. It just started a long time ago. And we have a tendency to think that we got to change stuff up because if it started a long time ago, something wrong with it.
Yeah.
No, it works.
Well, something wasn't broken before you got here. Yeah.
We don't have to always try to do the alternate just because some things are just good the way they are.
Yeah.
And this man looks embarrassed. I'm just going to be honest. He looks embarrassed. And I've never seen, in the examples that I've seen on the internet, videos of real people doing this, I've never seen the man excited.
Yeah. Now that you said that, like, when you was talking about your prank, I was like, man, like, real talk, if somebody approached me like this, like, once again, you would think in a proposal, it equals happiness. It equals, oh man, even if I did want to marry the woman, like, I have to be honest and tell you that it will be embarrassment personified.
Yeah.
In her getting down on one knee. I'm like, hold on.
That's what I'm saying. Because look what she got on, and you really think a man wants to see you on the ground in public?
You my queen. No.
Listen.
No. I will take. I'm sorry. I will take this fly jacket off and put it on the ground so you can walk over. Please get your knee off.
My thought went straight to my shoes. Like, I don't think you understand. Yeah. Like, this doesn't compute for me. I'm sorry. I don't have the best words to say, but I just can't, just on the mere appearance, because I always feel like if a man if a man has me on his arm, it's because he wants me there, right? So that means he
Right.
thinks something of me. I don't want to embarrass him and emasculate him,
Yeah.
being like, basically what it's saying is you weren't man enough to do this, so I'm gonna do it. I don't ever want to make my man feel like
Mm.
that. It's probably several things, but give me something that you.
The viewers, whatever way you're consuming this, I want you to hear this.
First, you say, what wisdom did I already give you?
To me, it came at such an amazing time.
Because we just say stuff because we don't understand it, or we don't take the time.
Whoa.
Ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ever. Especially not in public. And you got the nerve. Here's the crazy ones. You have the nerve to decorate, get the roses, get the saxophone player, and you gonna ask a man, y'all crazy. Do you know how that makes him feel?
I'm mortified.
He can't even look at his friends in the face. Your parents, like, that's crazy. So now what you gonna do?
You conflicted too. You got to be conflicted because it's like, let's hypothetically look at this picture and say this is a successful relationship, right? Let's say, like, he would say, like, if this was the situation, he would propose in a heartbeat. Like, it's not like dysfunction is happening here or whatever. So, like, now, if Shadi does this, right, I'm like, man, like, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so mortified. Like, I have so much negative emotions, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out, how do I escape this embarrassing moment without embarrassing you? And now you just put me in a really, really tough situation. Like,
Yep.
I don't want to do this to you, but at the same time, I can't do this.
Now,
I can't do this.
How does that make you feel? Because my mind goes to, and I'm not a man, so that's why I'm asking. So in my mind, I'm thinking he's going to think I don't think he's man enough to decide for us. Would that be an accurate assessment? Or what do you think, like, past the moment, where do you go from there in the relationship as a man?
The question. And that's, okay, I'm conflicted, right? I'm super conflicted in this moment. I'm conflicted because, like, I've always had the mindset of, if I propose to a woman and she said no, I'm confident that that's the end of the relationship. Not because, I'm sorry, like, you have to give me a real reason. Like, if we have, like, if we're taking steps towards this and then I feel like this ain't really what you want, why are we doing this?
Right.
And so that's my thought process in general. And so because of that mindset in my mind, I'm like, man, like, that's a more pressure to react to this, right? Because it's like, if I say no, I know what I would do if I say no. And, like, it's bad. Like, I would feel like, and here's the question. It will come down to this: 2 decisions. Because I know that I will be embarrassed. Because I will know I will be mortified. Because I know I will feel what's the word? Unmasculated, or
emasculated.
Emasculated. What do you say yes because you do kind of want to be with this woman? Or do you say no because I've never felt more negative emotion in one moment and conflicted than I have right now?
Exactly. How do you bring your man back from that? That's why I couldn't. Don't do this. How do you bring him back? Because you pressure him to say yes, because if he loves you, he don't want you to be embarrassed, but he's mad at you at the same time.
Yes.
Because now
this could be the maddest yes you ever heard.
Right. So now, because I saw it one time on video, she did I think they did it in a club or something. And he said yes. And then he, like, snatched her off the camera.
Get up. Yeah.
Because like, what you gonna say? Ma'am, what are you doing?
Yeah. You gonna make me lie in front of these people? Like, cause even if you say yes, let's say you do want to, you do, as for those fellas, you do want to marry this woman. She's awesome. She's flawless. Let's say you do say yes, right? Do you know how much, like, here's the thing. I can't fake the funk. I can say yes. I do want to marry you, right? I do want to marry you. But, like, I can't fake like everything is cool. I ain't gonna be all happy and smiley after this. No matter whether the answer is yes or no, you're not seeing me happy and smiley after this moment. You're not. Like, we're gonna have to have a conversation. Like, the night's over. I don't know what need to happen. We need to talk in private.
No, we're just leaving because ain't no way I'm going back into this party.
But now here's the thing: I've delayed the embarrassment for her because, like, she not embarrassed right now in front of people
because she just knew you was gonna say yeah. That's what I'm saying. She took matters into her own hands. This is what's also a factor is we set apart, right? This is the podcast,
right?
I don't date just to be like kicking it. So if it gets to this point, there's been conversations of what the plans are for our relationship. It's not like a shocker. Somebody proposes, right? So this means there had to have been something talked about, something, and she just decided, well, I thought he was going to do it on my birthday. I thought he was going to do it on Valentine's Day. She just really women, we crazy like that. And she just took matters in her own hands and not even considering he had a plan. Yeah. Not even considering it could have been next weekend.
He could have that mug in his pocket now.
That's what I'm saying. So now, as a man who's been making plans for his future, who's making plans for his future family, when I say how do you come back from that? How do you come back from, like, do you even look at her the same way anymore? Because now she won't let you be a man. And she might not even look at it that way because she thought, oh, it's just a question. But that's even more of a flag to be like, I can't do forever like this. I did want to marry you, but you didn't even trust me you didn't even let me keep my word.
Yeah.
Because when somebody proposes, not on the movies, but in real life, you knew it was going to happen at some point. Like, it was a conversation. Like, when we get married, we're going to do this. We're going to live here. We're going to do that, whatever. So it's not like
it's not a total surprise. Yeah.
Right. You maybe didn't know when or how, but you knew that that's where you were going.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, girl, get up. I don't know. I can't do it. I gotta look away when people do that.
I feel like we was talking about it earlier with the whole gym thing. Like, I've never felt so much embarrassment for a person. Like, brother, the stuff that you're gonna have to face after this moment, I do not envy you in the slightest. Like, you're gonna have to draw some hard lines in what's about to go down right now. You're gonna have to. Like, I ain't got no words for you, brother.
Now I've seen it too, where the man didn't answer. He just helped her up, and then he whispered something in her ear. So I almost think it's better for me to not say yes if it ain't really a yes, and don't just say it because you want to, save somebody's feelings. Because I've seen guys propose to girls at these basketball games, and sis be like, nah. Yeah. And like, so if you don't know who you with, don't take that risk. don't just be saying answers.
If you don't know who you with, don't take that risk.
I'm telling you, because marriage ain't a game, and it ain't just real. Something we just gonna be doing extra credit dating. That is not what marriage is. So if you feel it's a no, take your time, because these proposals like this just out the blue, I just can't get over how he probably feels. And if I'm talking about, oh, this my man, no, you just made him your boy. Like, look what you just did. The toughest decision of his life, you took it from him. You took it. To do what?
And best case scenario, it only happens once.
That's
like, ain't no redos. Ain't no redos.
And you have the nerve to hire a videographer. Girl, get up.
Get up. Queen, get up. Man, you know what? We want to know. Chime in from the comment section.
Yeah.
What do you even make of this? Would you do something like this? Have you seen something like this? What is the result of something like this? Like, for us guys, how would you feel That because for the first time with you talking, Didi, I've thought about that. How would you feel if you was in this situation?
If you were proposed to by a woman.
If you were proposed to by a woman. And for us women, like for you women, for you women, like just tell me, like, is this something that you even see plausible? Is this something you stand away from with a 12-foot pole? Is this something that you have seen happen with one of your friends? Like, what's the real 411 on this one? Because I'm confusing.
I would never.
Chime in the comments, let us know. But we're gonna close this on now. This is the Set Apart Podcast. We are Set Apart. Shout out to the Shade Room. Thank you for providing us with this conversation. Because sometimes y'all be tripping and we need to talk about it.